everyone, it's Aislinn here, and I just thought I would do a unboxing on this new diamond painting I got. If you are a returning viewer, welcome back. If you are new, then welcome. This is my crafting channel. I talk mostly cross stitch, but I do some other crafts as well, including diamond paintings. This is the artwork Golden by Indie Creates. However, Enablers Outpost has the license for the diamond painting, and this is what she's gonna look like. I fell in love with this artwork because she reminded me so much of Pyrotess from Record of Lodoss War, which is a super old 90s anime, but Pyrotess was one of my favorite characters throughout that whole series. So yeah, and so I am from Canada, for those that don't know. So this come from the States. The total time from shipping to receiving at this time was about 2 weeks. It got a little sidetracked in the mail because of my local post office, but I finally got it and thought I would share a little unboxing with you guys. This came, I believe it was shipped USPS in the States, and then of course converted to Canada Post when it come to Canada. There at the time when I received this, there was no duties or extra taxes charged to it. But be aware that might not always be the case. So if you are ordering anything from the States, and you are in Canada, which if it's your first time ordering, just a heads up, always keep some money aside because you're probably going to have to pay taxes or duties on it. This did not qualify at the time for having those extra charges, so I didn't have to pay them at this time. Now, that is pretty much all I can say on the Canadian side of things. And overall, shipping was really good. The box come in really good condition. It was plastic wrapped, so it was weatherproofed, which I don't always get boxes that are weatherproofed, and that is a nightmare. So kudos to Enablers Outpost for taking that extra caution and making sure that their stuff is nicely packed and secured for where it has to go in the world. I already got rid of the plastic because I had a bunch of, address and that on it, and I didn't want to share that. So, on the camera here, it looks like the box is damaged. The box is not damaged. That's just the pattern. There is a little bit of a crinkle here, but again, that's just the box. The stuff inside should not be damaged at all. If you hear noise, I apologize. I have to have my window open. And it's raining outside, so the vehicles in the splash puddles are going to be making noise. So yeah, that's pretty much on that. So I'm going to get rid of this big ass box, and then I will go over all of the contents. I will put links to Enablers Outpost as well as Diamonds and Washi down below. I found this company through Diamonds and Washi. They are a small business company. I believe a husband and wife team, but they are a small business. So if you want to support small businesses, I personally try and support small business wherever I can. I prefer Canadian small business personally, but I will support any small business I can get my hands on. They don't just do diamond paintings. I've checked out their website. They do pens, they do custom pens, and a few other things. So I will post their link below, and I will post Diamond and Washi's YouTube below, because like I said, she's the one that introduced me to them. So, and she also has done a much more in-depth unboxing of this same painting than I am probably going to go through. So yeah, I'm gonna get rid of this box and then we'll unroll it and I'll show you what we got. Okay, so I've just removed the box and gotten it out of the way. These are the diamonds here. Trying to do this one-handed is not cool. There's a lot of them. All right, I'm gonna put those over here. I will not be starting this right away. I'm basically gonna open it up, make sure everything's here, and then it's gonna go back in the box because I have that big ass Amy Stewart thing I'm working on over there, plus a smaller diamond painting that I hope to finish in the next few days. So there's all the diamonds. There are these beautiful specialty diamonds, which are a bright gold that I think from the other unboxings I've watched go in her eyes, but I haven't actually looked at the chart yet, so I don't know. Oh, sorry. I'm using a handheld camera because I don't have a fancy tripod, so you know what? Give me a second. Okay, that's better. So it does come with the legend. There is the artwork, which I don't know if it'll focus. I don't think it'll focus, but the title is golden and the artist is Indie Creates. So yeah. And there she is in all of her glory. First thing that I noticed, and for anyone that has seen my start for the Amy Stewart project I'm working on, which is done by Paint with Diamonds. Now it's an older kit, but one of my biggest things that I mentioned in that video was that the legend was only on one side. This one here, you can see the legend is there, and it's also up there. So no matter what way I work on this, what way I turn this, how I roll it up, whatever, I always have access to the legend. They also give you a paper copy as well, which is all folded up, but so I can cut that out, tape that to, you know, my diamond containers. I apologize if you hear noise. I have to have my window open and it's raining. And someone just drove by and made lots of noises. So yeah, I am so impressed with the detail. Like, this is going to be beautiful done up. I mean, it's beautiful now, but it's going to be really beautiful done up. Anyone that's done any diamond painting too, you're going to know that the tones of the printed area is not always the same tone of the drill. I think these are probably pretty darn close though. She might be a little bit warmer here than she is when the drills are down. I mean, I'm not sure. I will show you when she's done. But yeah, so I'm just gonna unpack the drills and then I'll do a quick little first thoughts on them as well. Okay, so here's all the colors spread out. This is more or less a roughly DMC order. I'll organize them more clearly when I go to actually do the project. Oh, I forgot this one. And yeah, so there are a total of 36 colors. That includes this little sparkly one, which, like I said, I'm not 100% sure where it goes, but I think it's in the eyes, if I remember from other unboxings. Which, I mean, the camera does not want to focus on that, but isn't that gorgeous? Like, look how incredible that is. So yeah, that is more or less everything that comes with it. It does come with a little toolkit. To be honest, I'm probably not going to use these. I have other tools. I'll probably use the wax at some point. Like, I'll keep it. But like, for example, if I can get this open. Yeah, there we go. These little pens, I do not like them at all. I'm glad that it comes with it. So like, if this is your very first diamond painting, you're going to have all the tools you need. I much prefer, though, if you're going to do diamond painting seriously, get yourself a good hefty resin pen. These are, especially if they're like in this kind of shape, you know, where they're, it's not picking up on camera, but there's like it's like a wave. It's, so it's very, comfortable to handle, right? Like I find I can diamond paint for hours and hours and hours on, a resin pen like this, a big, nice, chunky resin pen. Now, you know what, I'll just show all the tools, even though, like I said, I'm not going to use the majority of them. I'll show them, just so you have them, if I can get it open. Hang on. Okay, so, here's the toolkit. Like I said, these, I will not personally be using. It's great that they included this little sponge, I guess it would be. It's like supposed to be like a finger comfort thing. I don't like these. They give me the heebie-jeebies, like the feel of them, the texture of them. I personally can't be bothered. In fact, I'm getting goosebumps just holding it, so I'm going to put it down. But for anyone that is just starting out, these are great little tools, excellent to have them in any kind of kits, because it literally includes everything you need, right? Like, you could buy this could be your very first diamond painting, and you have literally everything that you need to do it. This is one of the things I love about diamond paintings. There's not usually a whole lot of separate kitting up that you have to worry about. These kind of tweezers are marvelous. I absolutely love these. There are other diamond designs where they have like a little, like they're straight and then have like a little hook at the end. I don't like those personally. I find them useless. I've actually gotten rid of all mine that were like that. I think they were more popular in older stuff than they are older kits. Most newer kits seem to come with these straight sharp tweezers with, I really like this flat end because it helps push the diamonds in and saves your fingers if you have one that gives a little bit of a pop. So yeah, I have a whole bunch of these, so this is probably going to go in my stash with my other ones. Multi-placers, I love multi-placers. I multi-place probably way more than I single place. So these are definitely going to go into my stash for when I wear down my other multi-placers. One day maybe I'll invest in some metal ones that'll last a little bit longer than these plastic ones, but yeah, so those are definitely going to get good use. They provided blue wax. I have never used blue wax. I am not sure how it compares to pink wax. I don't know if it's just a change in color or a change in consistency. So I'm looking forward to trying that out when I start this kit and seeing, you know, how that works out. And trays, I am not usually the biggest fan of the ones with the funnel. If you're working right out of the bags, I recommend just getting the trays that are enclosed all around. It saves you a lot of spillage and, you know, having to like hold your finger while you shake your diamonds. However, if you are using any kind of container like this with a little tiny opening, this is where the funnels are great because you literally can just, you know, pour like that to put your diamonds back in. So yeah, that is pretty much the last of my thoughts on that. Just looking at a few of the symbols, it looks like they're going to be fairly easy to read. It doesn't look like I should have to backlight a whole lot of stuff, but I guess I'll know when I actually get into it deeper. Again, I'm not really starting this kit. I just wanted to make sure everything was here and, you know, give some thoughts on some of the stuff that came. So yeah, that's it for this video, and I will see you guys in the next, whenever I update. Bye!